Greetings, survivors, and welcome back to Kentucky. Now, since the last episode in Project Zomboid, not too much has changed. Pretty much a day has passed and we've been sitting around the base just doing a bit of sort of mild base management. Not too much has really gone on. We did a little bit of farming, a little bit of mechanic skills out the back there on those vehicles. Not a great deal of anything. But today we've got a bit of a mission going on. Because if we're going to get these tractors up and running, we're going to need a few things. One of which is a skill book, or a few skill books, so we can actually work on the tractors themselves. I had realised that the one we'd got previously was only good for actually making equipment add-ons and working on the farm equipment itself, but not the tractors. So today, first thing we're going to do is get down to this gas station and plug in the generator. I don't think we have any gasoline we can put in it. Okay. We can connect it though, which is good. That is a start. And if we check the back of the thing here, we should have a couple of gas cans. Yeah, that one's got a smidge in it, so we'll grab that for starters. But what we are going to do is siphon a bit of gas out of this so we can pop it into the generator. We might as well siphon all of the gas out of it. Well, not all out of the thing, but you know what I mean. And in fact, I will have to park that in a different spot, so let me hop back in here, start her up and spin around. But at least the sun's come out. It has been raining quite a lot lately, the past day or so. That's one of the other reasons for not recording anything. But yeah, we didn't do anything exciting, so there wasn't really any need to actually record it. But let's add the fuel to this. And that's taken it up to 80% full. That is fine. So let's turn it on. Fill up our gas can, and once that's filled up we should be able to refuel the Jeep. Yes, so yeah, we are on a bit of a mission today. We've got a few things that we need to look for. Specifically, we're going to need to get propane in order to do metalworking, because we will need that to repair the tractor body parts and potentially some other things too. Always keep an eye out for the zombies. And also what we are going to do is run down and grab some more of those rotten vegetables to pop in our thing as well. Into the, what do you call it? Composters. That's the thing. Now we are going to leave the full gas can, one of them, in there just for good measure, so that there is at least some emergency gas if we need it. But we will be turning this generator off before we go, obviously. So yeah, pretty much what we're going to have now is a bit of a montage of me running around looking for propane, checking out, yeah, probably loot a few of the last houses in the residential area near where we were, and see what kind of propane we can find. Maybe find a book on mechanics. Yeah, nothing too exciting, just a little bit of minor looting, searching, and obviously grabbing those rotten veggies while we think about it as well. After finding a couple of propane tanks and a few other odds and ends, I decided to head back to base and unload the goodies that we picked up. And once I got them in storage, I figured it was about time we check on the farm out the back again too. Aha! Our cabbages are ready to harvest. One more stage and we'll get some seeds out of them. Lovely. And after unloading all the rotten fruit and veg in the dark, I popped inside for a cheeky midnight stir-fry. Delicious vegetable stir-fry. And then it was off to bed. Aha! Seed-bearing cabbages finally. And something on the floor. Oh, I'd left some rotten cherries on the floor. Oops. But we do have quite a lot of stuff in these now, which is good. Let's harvest our cabbage. Crikey, that's a lot of seeds. And a lot of cabbages. Well, let's shove them in the fridge. And the freezer's full as well. Oh dear. We've got more cabbages than we can eat. Oh well. Once that was all done, I grabbed my shotgun and some shells and headed out to the SUV. It was time to go for a little bit of a drive and check out a nearby farm I'd heard about just to the north, see if there's anything useful there. I pulled off to the side when a couple of vehicles blocked the road. I thought I'd take a look and see what they were, because the area seemed fairly clear. I first had the key in the ignition and a little bit of fuel. I thought I'd get out and check the trunk. Not a whole lot in there either, but it did have room for a spare tyre, I noticed. And had a quick look in the pickup truck as well. A few odds and ends, nothing fantastic. Hopped into that one, scooted over to the driver's seat, and found the key in the glove box. That was handy. Pop that in quick. That's got a bit of fuel in it as well. And in fact it starts, which was unexpected. And then I realised some zombies were coming out of the woods, so I figured it was time to deploy the shotgun and have a crack at them. Even with the silencer on it, that shotgun was apparently quite loud, as it seems to have drawn a few more zombies out of the woods. So I decided what I should do was try and round them up a little bit, get a bit of a collection going and start shooting them some more. trying to be a bit more careful and not get overwhelmed this time, I reloaded the shotgun and backed away from the incoming zombies, and ran them around a little bit to group them up for some more shooting action. Dispatched the last few stragglers with my hammer, checked their bodies for loot, and then switched my attention back to the vehicles. What in the world was that noise? Did I just have a tyre blowout? Well, that explains that then. We lost a wheel. Let's just check this one and see if it's any better. That is in pretty dire condition, to be honest. Let's just get it off the road. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, let's check it quick and then get out of here. Really just looking for books. Oh, we'll have that as well. After that debacle with the rather alarming house, I got a bit distracted and forgot to continue on north to the farm that I was intending to go to, but instead went south and off to the west. Not too far down the road, I came across another pair of vehicles that had clearly had a collision of some sort. A minivan and what looked like a pickup truck. The condition was not good on either one, but nonetheless it was worth checking for loot. There was a few odds and ends in the back of the minivan, and a trailer that was unfortunately not in condition worth taking. Continued on down the road from there and stumbled across some sort of delivery van, transport truck thing, and a few of the potential workers that were in it at the time. So I collected them up into a small group and decided to introduce them to our lovely shotgun friend. Not much to see in the truck itself, or at least not much we need at this particular moment. And after checking the condition, it was clear this little thing was not going anywhere anytime soon. I continued on down the road and decided to take a spur off to the southwest on a dirt track to see what possible buildings were down here. And it was at that point I ran into an ambulance and some sort of tanker truck. Ah, ambulance key. I'll have that. Is this an entire propane truck? the whole thing's pretty shot. I wonder if it's got propane in it. Ah, no key. Could try and hotwire it, I suppose. Not that it makes much difference because it's in terrible condition. I don't think the battery has a charge. Oh no, it's still got a bit of a charge, just no gas. Interesting. I do wonder if that has actual propane in it. We might have to remember that. Let's mark it on the map. Where even am I now? Ah, I'm over here. Let's see. Pop it down as a vehicle. Lovely. Hopefully we remember that. Is this a farm? We're definitely finding some farm related looking stuff down here. Vacuum key. Interesting. Liquid waste disposal. I have found a poop truck. That's not too helpful. It does have a walkie-talkie though. We can dismantle that. Oh, and there's a key to this one as well. I would bet it doesn't have any fuel in it. After leaving Das Puppenwagen behind, we headed down the road and passed another couple of abandoned vehicles and found 2 houses and a shed and a third car. So we decided to park up here and clear the area and settle in for the night. Now, the vehicles didn't have too much of anything interesting in them, but the shed was better. Ooh, another generator. That will come in handy, as will these metal sheets. In fact, let's just grab all of it. And the generator. Wasn't quite what I had in mind, but we'll have it. We can use that when we get to a farm. Just have to pop in here quick and drop it on the seat. Lovely. And the rest of this stuff can go in the trunk area. The next morning we checked off those 2 houses on the map as being done, since we'd looted them, and then we decided to head back up the road, because there was a small dirt road I noticed coming in, and I wanted to go back and check that out to see what was down there. I was hoping there would be some interesting farm buildings, possibly vehicles, just something that might be useful. It wasn't long before I came across some actual buildings. It looked like a couple of the familiar warehouses, and also a storage building of some sort. So I pulled up and went in to check. Now in this first storage building we found some farming supplies, some seeds and a trowel, a bit of fertilizer, always handy. And in the back there was a cabinet with 3 sports tyres in it, or sports wheels. Those might be handy later on, we'll have to remember those. Ooh, a garden fork. That is a very good weapon. It is a spear weapon of sorts. Very handy, we'll have that. And a roadside duffel bag. What's this got in it? Ooh, battery charger, we'll have that. And we took all our loot back out to the SUV and shoved it in the trunk. Then moved it over to in between the two warehouses so we could do a quick run through here. As expected, this warehouse was also full of rotten fruit and veg. At the moment we don't need to get any more of that. The van outside, however, was actually in pretty good shape though. Sadly, no key for it, but that doesn't mean we can't hotwire it at some point, if we need to. The next warehouse, once I've managed to find the door to get in, was filled with, pretty much as expected, more rotten fruit and veg. However, when I went outside, I was in for a surprise. Oh, hello. Oh, of course. I was going to say you would be very helpful. You don't look like you're in awful condition either. Let's see. Passable. I mean, it could use a bit of refurbishment, but it's got a good amount of space. No fuel, but decent engine. I think we might have to hotwire this one. No key. Okay, let's try hotwiring it. Excellent. Oh, I know we bought some fuel with us, so we'll have to go get that. Ah, it's not going to start. Hang on. It did start. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, we are going to have a way with this. Just going to get back here quick and tow the SUV looking thing with us. If I can. There we go. Looks like we're headed back to base with a new toy. And on that bombshell of completing almost nothing that we set out to do, but finding some cool stuff, I'm going to end it here. We'll get this back to base, get all that loot sorted out, and maybe next episode we'll actually find that farm, or get all the way out to that auto shop and get the things we need to fix up these tractors. We shall see. But on that note, I shall bid you all farewell, and hopefully we'll see you again as we continue on trying to survive in the apocalypse as me, or whatever this character actually is. Cheerio, everyone.